Alright, welcome back, Shades. Today we're going to be setting up conditional access inside of Microsoft 365 admin. I do want to have a warning before we set this up. If you set this up policy, anyone that does not have MFA set up will be locked out. So if you do this in a live environment, you want to send out emails to your current employees to have them enrolled and set up MFA. And then we're going to try to set up a group, 2 groups. One group is going to be for the new hires. The new hires are obviously not going to have MFA set up, so we need a way for them to get in first initially, and then second, any employees that did not set it up, we're going to try and catch those and also have so that they can log in without needing too much assistance. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go down into our admin center. I'm going to go into Intra first. Next, let's go ahead and make our 2 groups that we're going to exclude. So we'll go into groups. And then we're going to go into and create a new group. The first group that we're going to make is going to be for the new hires that we're going to onboard and exclude. So let's put a name in there. And then we're going to make it a dynamic. And I already have this query made. You can copy it later. But essentially, you can use use the property, or you can add the expression. Here's the syntax. So it's pretty much any employee that's been here less than 30 days and is also a member, and the account is enabled. So, and I've already pre-made a couple of users, so we can test it. So we'll add my test users. 2 are going to be new hires, and 2 are not going to be. So you can see that the 2 new hires are going to be included into this one, and then the other 2 are the current employees, which will not be. So this is how we're going to do the new employees. So let's go and save that. And we'll save it here. Okay, great. And let's create our new group for the existing employees that will need to be transitioned. So these are the employees that do not have MFA enabled and need to be allowed logged in. So we can manually add the 2 that didn't. So we'll go to these 2, click save, and these will be added to our group. Click save. Okay, cool. Now we have our 2 groups. And let's go down to our conditional access. We're going to create our policy. So currently we have no policies. So new policy. And these are the settings. So first, let's do all users. And then we're going to exclude the ones that we don't want. So, and be careful, I'm going to exclude my admin account. So I'll exclude my admin account and the 2 groups that we set up. So my admin account, and then going up to groups. Click the 2 groups that we made. And save. So these are going to be excluded from this policy. And you can check here, double check. All right. Next, we're going to include all resources. And then this is the control, grant control. Let's go on the right side. We're going to require MFA. And we only need 1 of these. You can change it to whichever you want. If you want more than 1, we'll only do this one. And so first of all, what you can do is you can either enable it or report only. All right, let's just put in our name here. Let's do company conditional access policy. And we're going to use enable report only. This allows you to look at the logs before you actually lock anybody out. And saved. Okay. And now let's go enable our TAP. So we're going to go authentication methods, find the temporary access pass, and we're going to add our groups to this. So go to select groups, and we're going to add our 2 groups that we just made, and click add. Click I acknowledge. And if you go to configure, you can configure the settings of the max lifetime, if it's one time only, default. We're just going to leave the default for now. We'll save that. Going to save. Now we have our TAP set up with our groups. And let's go into check our logs. I did sign in a couple of times. So here you can see it'll show who logged in this specific column on your right. Let me log in let me refresh it real fast. Okay, great. So you can see in this conditional access, my admin account signed in a couple of times. It says it was not applied. And then I use an account that needed conditional access, and you see it was 6.6. So now you can go through these before you turn it on to make sure that it's working correctly. So my admin account is successfully used conditional access. And you can go through and you can see, which users are working, which ones are not, before turning it on and locking everybody out. Next, so usually you have to set those by manually for the TAPs. But what you can do if you have the correct license is you can use these lifecycle workflows. And of course, everything like Microsoft, they require a certain license. So you can double check if you have these or not. You have these templates that you can use. And we're going to use this first one. So you're going to onboard the pre-hire. So you can connect these also with your Workday or whichever onboarding software you use. So 7 days before they become the hire date. And we're going to add a little bit more. So we're going to come down here to change this to user type and make sure that this user is actually a member. So 7 days before their onboarding date, they will get the TAP. And so they can set up their account and log in and do everything that they need to. And this, you can see that the settings have changed in the TAP. So this, you can change it to whatever you like, and you can change it to days. And how this is changed is back in the authentication methods. So you come back here to TAP, which I changed before, and we have 2 days now. So if you want it to be longer, you edit this, edit the time. We'll leave it for 2 days, and any settings that you want. And then here, you come back here and you can change it to 2 days or whatever length you want. And review and create and schedule it and enable it. All right, create. Now we have our automated workflow for the TAP for the new hires. And that's pretty much how you set up conditional access. I'll be submitting some more videos in the future. Let me know what you think. See you guys.